Hello, I am Board Game Hobby.
And I'm Board Game Wife.
And I just returned from Essen with a boatload of games.
Yeah, you promised to bring around 30-40-ish home, but how many did you actually bring home?
Approximately double that. 78 games I brought home. But I mean, 2 of them are expansions, so...
Barely counts.
All right, so... and I went alone this year, so Kathrine doesn't know about most of the games that I bought. So this will be a video of me showing off the games, not only to you, but to Kathrine. And Kathrine will then give a rating of 1 to 10.
Of how much I want to play them or how excited I am to play them.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's just get right into it. And a few of them are review copies, and I'll make sure to mention that when they come up. But let's start with the game that I actually lined up to buy first. Come Sail Away. I bought more games from this booth, but this was the game that I really wanted. This is a Mancala-style game, so like Callaghan. It's on a cruise ship, and it's sort of like a puzzly experience. Like you're moving your meeples around and just trying to fulfill certain objectives. And it's from a Japanese publisher. I predict this will probably be in my top 10. I haven't played it, but I have a good feeling about this one.
Right. I like puzzle games, actually. I love puzzle games, but I think this looks boring as... So, 2, maybe? Because 2, I like...
It has a certain aesthetic, and Sashi is known for that aesthetic, and I can see how it can be divisive. That's fair enough. All right. This next one is called MLEM, Space Agency. It's from Dr. Rainer Knizia, everyone's favorite board game designer, at least one of ours. This is Cats in Space. It's a push-your-luck game, similar to Celestia, where you're like moving along planets, rolling dice, and everyone's on board like the spaceship, and you can jump off at any time if you don't think the spaceship's gonna fare that well. And you have like different abilities that you can bring to each mission, and you have modules you can play with, and it comes with a playmat. Like there's a nice neoprene playmat included.
I see that it's shaped like the spaceship, or is it this one?
This huge board is a playmat.
Okay, to be honest, I love cats, I love push-your-luck, and I love Knizia.
Maybe show if they, I'm sure they can see from
So I will give this a solid 10.
10, okay.
I'm super excited. Can we play it now? Let's end this video now and then play this
that's
game.
The end of the video. And I already played this, by the way, at the fair. And me and the 4 people I played with all loved it. And it's by the same publisher that did Meadow.
I feel like you cheated on me.
Which you also love. So, well, you should have just gone with me. All right, this is Nucleum. Nucleum is, I guess, it's something about nuclear energy. It's a big Euro game. Some people, for example, Game Boy Geek, another YouTuber, predicts this will be in the top 10 on Board Game Geek a year from now. So they will sort of see like the same rise as Ark Nova. And I predict this will be this year's like big Euro hit, like Revive was last year and Ark Nova the year before. But I don't know too much about it, except it's a big Euro. It has a 4 complexity rating on Board Game Geek.
Okay, I love Euros. I really enjoy that. I think the theme looks like something I would hate. So I will go right in the middle and give this a 5.
That's fair enough. But I think...
Oh, it's heavy!
It's very heavy. And be careful how you stack them over there.
No.
No. All right, this one I think will rank highly for you. This is the Fox Experiment. It has animals, and it's made by the same designer, or it's made by 2 people, but one of them is the designer that did Wingspan.
Okay.
Don't know too much about it, but I think it's probably something about tableau building and stuff.
Also, maybe, what is a placement? What is that called?
Worker placement game?
Worker placement, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Well,
but,
I like worker placement. I'm okay with tableau building. I like foxes.
Yeah.
So, 7?
Yeah, that's fair.
7?
I'm pretty excited about it.
7.
This one is called Footprints. And it's basically a Euro version of Quest for El Dorado. So, like, it's a race game, but you only have, like, a limited hand of cards, and you have to use that throughout the game. So you have to all make it work. So like in a Euro game, you have to like look for and see how can I optimize my moves and such. So not deck building, but like a Euro take on a race game.
The theme is up there, but not my favorite. But sounds promising.
And some of the same people that did like Revive and Santa Maria and the other games that we like.
I'm gonna but Euro kind of Quest for El Dorado, was that what you said? Let's give this a 9.
9. I guess it's the theme that's keeping it from a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
It is.
All right, and I think most of these is sold out. Not Fox Experiment because there were a lot of copies of that. This one is called, as you can probably tell, like you can read Hangul, right?
Right.
Korean. This is a Coffee Rush. Ooh, so I'm guessing the theme is something for you.
Yes.
This is from Korea Board Games. And it's, as I remember, it's a very simple set collection type of game, like fulfilling coffee orders or something like that.
It kind of looks like the trashy mobile games that you can play where you want to have a coffee shop running and have enough workers and enough coffee makers.
You would know more about that than me.
I will.
But the one thing I will mention before you give this a rating is that I'm not sure you can see it clearly actually on the back. That's maybe a mistake. But it has very nice cup components in the game. Like little glass cups.
Plastic cups, probably.
No.
Made of glass?
I think so. At least it's very nice looking cups. So that's what everyone was raving about. There were only 100 copies of this at the fair. So this was one of the first places I ran to.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I got a copy.
I think I will give this a 7.5. Yeah. I like the theme. I think it's promising. I do enjoy those trashy mobile games. So
yeah, I think it's very light. So that makes me unsure, but it looks very gorgeous.
I do also enjoy a light game.
Yeah. This one, was very difficult for me to get my hands on. But I kept going by the booth every day because they sold out quite quickly, and I didn't expect that on day one. This is from Thailand. It's called Dying Message. But I went by the booth every day, and finally on the last day I got a copy. This is a mix between Werewolf and Deception Murder in Hong Kong.
Oh!
And the concept is very simple, so I'll just explain it. You are playing like Werewolf, but every time someone dies, like an innocent person dies, they can choose from like a range of cards randomly selected, and they can choose the one that they think indicates who the murderer is, because they will see who the murderer is. But then the murderer can also pick another one to throw everyone off.
Oh,
and then around that, there are a lot of rolls to like impact this whole thing.
Okay, that sounds like fun. I do like social deduction.
Yeah.
I think this is a very nice twist on it, because I hate the fact that some people are actually getting voted off the game. So I feel like a 9.5.
To be clear, people die, but they have a last say, like they leave a dying message. And most people's problem with Werewolf is that, well, what are we supposed to talk about? Like what hints, how can we tell who's the bad guy or not? And while I don't really agree with that, I think there are reads. This like brings a twist, so I think more people will enjoy it. I'm very much looking forward to playing this.
I did understand, but since you're actually getting voted off anyway, but it's a twist on it, I will actually bump it down to an 8.
Yeah, because people do.
Because
that's fair enough.
That's always like.
That is the good thing about Deception in Hong Kong. Yeah, and Resistance and other games. Yeah. All right, so this one is called Evenfall.
It looks like dystopian Everdell.
Yeah, with the tree also.
Yeah,
exactly.
And the name similar and everything.
Yeah. You're not the first to mention this.
Oh,
I
felt so special.
This is like a card-based tableau building game. And the special thing about this one, at least one of the special things, is that like you're getting cards that do a lot of amazing things for you, but if you want to score them, you have to move them down to be able to score them.
Okay.
So you have to give up the powers in order to earn points from them.
Right.
So there's this tension in the game.
Oh, that's kind of
This was
fun.
a very popular game as well. But I pre-ordered it, so I was sure to get a copy.
I will give this a 6.5.
Yeah.
I'm excited, but I'm not over the moon.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it catches focus here, so let's just be sure to leave it close to us. But it probably did, I don't know. We don't have a screen, so hopefully everything's in focus. This next one is called ZhanGuo, The First Empire. This is a reprint of ZhanGuo, which I had and sold off when I heard this one was coming. Didn't ever get to play it. But it's essentially, what I know about it is it's a Euro game. It's very highly acclaimed. Like, people love this game. And it's like, I don't know, ZhanGuo, so it's probably set in a Chinese setting. It's a Euro game. You're putting
Worker
out
placement?
It looks like there's some worker placement. You're putting out workers, and I think it's something about you're using cards, and the cards maybe have numbers. Yeah, I think
The card maybe have numbers.
No, but like they're numbered. So like, let's say there are 100 cards in the game. If you play 1 and I play 80, then you go first. I go
okay,
first.
so it has a function.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like this is a 3 for me.
Yeah.
I'm not super excited, but
It also has a long playing time, 60 to 120 minutes. But
we never have time for that.
yeah, we'll see. This I think this is probably because of the theme. This is probably one of the later ones we'll play. But like the first one got really good reviews, and this adds stuff to it and streamlines it, I think. All right.
I'm careful of promising this, but I kind of promise to play all the games with you at some point in our life together.
At some point in our lives.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Well, it's better than I'll never touch that.
Yeah, fair enough. Going from one civilization type theme to another, this is called World Wonders. This is like a Brazilian design, and it was picked up by Arcane Wonders. And it's now being distributed worldwide or in English.
Kind of has Seven Wonders vibes. Yeah,
because it's based around wonders, and so
but
it's
also
a
the text. It's similar. Text type.
Yeah, I can see that.
The front.
And this is a tile laying game. It's a tile laying game, and with world wonders. So especially the world wonders excites me. Like I have the Library of Alexandria or whatever, all this stuff, right?
The first one that pops to mind.
Yeah.
Not the Great Wall of China, the pyramids or anything. No.
The Tower of Babylon or whatever. All right. So, or the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. I don't know.
Okay, show off.
And I don't know any more than that. But this also had very limited copies. There were 100 copies available at the fair. So this was the second place I ran to. Fortunately, it was right next to the one that sold that Japanese game, Come Sail Away. Yeah.
Okay. I love tile laying. I'm indifferent about the theme, towards the theme. I will give this a 7.
Yeah. You do love your tile laying.
I do love my tile laying,
I do as well.
Because I beat you.
She usually does. I've now admitted this on camera.
Yes.
It's horrible.
In tile laying. But
right.
Then you beat me in so many other types of games.
Going back to the Asian type themes, this is Nekojima. And Nekojima is the Cat Island in Japan. And this is a dexterity game. So, and I actually played this at the fair. And again, everyone at the table loved this game. This sold out on the first day. And it's like Jenga, but it just fixes everything that I personally hate about Jenga. And this is a dexterity game that I'm actually excited to play. I think we need to have it close to us. Not
okay.
Yeah.
Right. I think it looks super fun. I do enjoy a dexterity game. And there's cats.
Yeah, you'd play Jenga, right? You'd play Jenga.
I play Jenga with kids. But and with cats.
And with cats. Yeah.
And I saw pictures of you playing it, and it looks hilarious. So I will give this a 9.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this one.
I think you will definitely like that one. I would be surprised because I like it. So yeah, I can't even imagine what you think about it.
I like it, so you must love it.
No, but especially that one. All right, this is, again, staying with the Japanese type themes. This is Sushi Boat, and this is a review copy from Japanime Games. And this is like running sushi, but on a boat. And it's set collection mixed with like memory elements. So you also have to like remember, like you're stacking the sushi and you have to remember what sushi you have because you want different kinds, but you can't look. And some of the sushi is hidden, like if you turn it around and show them the backside.
Right.
There's this huge board, so that explains the weird shape of this. This has a huge wooden board, and it has like nice like cups that you would see in a sushi restaurant. So the components here, plates, but also like bowls is what I meant.
Bowls.
And it has holders for the cards, a nice insert. This is like top-notch production.
I feel it looks like it has a great table presence. I do love my sushi. I think I will beat you when there's a memory element.
Yeah, and I'm worried about the memory element, but everything else speaks to me very much.
Yeah, it looks a little bit childish to me, but I don't mind the childish theme.
Yeah.
So I'll give this a 7.5.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I think it has a typical look you might expect from Asia.
I have a dexterity kind of game going on over here.
Fair enough. All right, moving on from one review copy to another, also from Asia. This is from, I believe it's called Broadway Toys. This is Urubamba Valley, which is a it's sideways here. Sorry. This is a like a light medium Euro game, like a game about getting the most money. Like you're just trying to up your money production in the game.
There's alpacas.
Yeah, and like it's a bit of tile laying. Like you're putting out crops, trying to match crops. You're getting like workers that, like you're recruiting workers that have different abilities. So like the gameplay, I think, is very simple. But then each game is made different by the recruiters you work and how they work for you. Like they give you different ways to cheat, like do something different according to the rules.
Special abilities, maybe? Yeah. I'm actually kind of excited about this one. It looks like a lot of fun on the backside. I will give this a 9.5.
Yeah. Again, I'm not sure if they can see this.
But you can look at the backside and then you get what you get. That is it.
Yeah. All right. And also, what did you give that one?
9.5.
Wow, that's high.
Yeah. It has tiny wooden alpacas. How can I not?
All right. This one. This one is called Rainforest City. It's from Origami Games or Origami Games. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This is also a review copy. This is also a tile laying game with a nature theme. This one I'm very excited about. I asked if I could possibly review some of the games, and they said, sure, you can review our Nature trilogy. So I have 2 other games from them. But this is one I'm super excited about. Like it's the laying out cards, and you're building up an ecosystem, and then you're also like layering other tiles on top of them to have them match with the tiles you already have. And I'm not sure if that sounds complex, but like the game.
They have explained the rules in 3 short steps on the back.
Yeah.
I think it's simple to play, but difficult to be good at.
Yeah.
But it's tiling and it's nature.
Yeah.
How can I not?
And like Singaporean nature, I think that's what the Nature trilogy does. Like it's built around like what you would see in Singapore. So I think that's also a nice touch.
And it has, what are those called?
I don't know.
Echidnas, right?
No, I don't. It just looks like Sandshrew to me.
Sandshrew.
Like the Pokemon. I'm not actually sure what that animal is called. Leave a comment if you know. I don't think
funny
it's
animals. Yeah. I'm 10 excited about this one. 10.
Awesome.
Nature tiling.
No, I like this is. I'm very excited about that one. So again, from the same Nature trilogy, we have Reef Rescue. This little small box game.
Like a die.
Yeah, it's formed like a die, like a solid square.
Reef Rescue.
And again, Singaporean nature, but now we're below sea level. This is like a memory type game, like a flipping tiles kind of game.
Just memory game, yeah.
Yeah, but mixed with like a push your luck aspect.
Oof.
And like and special abilities, like you have like different tiles that determine how you can look at the sea tiles. So it's like the typical memory game, but like with added twist to it, and a small box game and cute artwork.
Okay, I'm not as into marine animals, so it's not quite as juicy flowing. Still, I don't know, not with animals, but you.
Yeah.
So, but memory. Push your luck. I think I'm a 7 on this one.
Yeah, fair. And from the same publisher, again, this is Origami Games or Origami Games. Sorry, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. This is Oh My Orchids. So I'm pretty sure it's not Oh My Orchids, it's Oh My Orchids. And this is plants. Again.
Yeah, it's orchids, so it's plants.
Orchids, yeah. So it's plants. And this is so Singaporean plants and flowers. Yeah, thank you. And this is a simple set collection, like recipe fulfillment type of game. Like you're picking, like very much akin to Splendor. Like you're picking out seeds, which then allow you to take flowers. You have to gather the right combination. Okay. And then there's certain twists added to that. It looks cute, I think.
It looks pretty. I do like plants, and you think I have too many plants?
So I shouldn't bring back these games.
No, I always get inspired to buy plants. Splendor is not my favorite game. Sorry. 5.
And moving on to another review copy, also from Broadway Toys, we have another cat game. This is Ahoy, Kitten. And this is, if you ever played Mario Party, there's actually a mini game in that game that is very similar to this. But essentially the game is, there are points to be had, spread out on different tiles. And you point to the tile you want. You do this all at the same time. And if more people point to the same tile, none of you get anything. So you're trying to be the only one to jump to get the fish in this case, because you're a cat, so of course you want to get the fish. You're pirate cats, in fact.
Cat pirates.
Cat pirates.
No, they don't do that.
And then when you have the cat, or the fish rather, you can point to a person's boat to steal from them. So I think this is very much actually a light party type of game.
It sounds fun. I like cats. I like stealing. I like fish.
Yeah.
But it seems like super light, and even though I enjoy a good party game, it's not always my favorite. I think I will give this a 7.5.
Yeah. Also from Broadway Toys, though not a review copy. This one I just straight up pre-ordered because I heard very good things about this from Cardboard East, another YouTube channel. This is Infiltraitors. So like a spy agent type theme, secret organization theme, and it's essentially The Crew, but so a cooperative game, but without the trick taking, but with deduction instead. So The Crew with deduction instead of trick taking.
Why are you saying The Crew? Isn't it just that it's cooperative? If it's not trick taking and I don't know.
No, but the feeling of having cards and trying to work together.
Okay.
That is,
okay.
Yeah, so it gives me that vibe, like The Crew.
I'm always a bit hesitant about cooperative games because I feel like there's a big downside that alpha gaming is an option, and both I am prone to alpha gaming, but so is my husband a little bit. So it's never really the biggest success in cooperative games. I do like the guessing game and deduction, so maybe a 6 on this one.
Sure. I'm not sure I have the same experience as you with cooperative games, but that's fair enough.
Maybe that's because you're the alpha gamer.
Fair enough. I guess I'll try to alpha game this.
I don't have it with all cooperative games. I just say that it's what is that called? Like a hole you can fall into.
Yeah.
We have a Danish saying. Where?
Yeah.
Right. Well, it can be difficult.
I guess there aren't many cooperative games in your top games of all time.
No, I don't think there's. Yeah, maybe one.
Which one?
I can't remember.
This is quality content, guys. All right, moving on from that. More review copies. This is from All Play, formerly known as Board Game Table.
Sleeping Cats.
I'm sorry if your ears burst from that.
Sleeping Cats.
Yes, exactly.
That is my number 1 game.
It is. It wasn't last time we did a list, so spoiler alert for the next list. No, it wasn't.
But it can change again.
It can change again. All right. Anyways, this is Mountain Goats. This is a small box game, and it's very much similar to Can't Stop, a push your luck game using dice and allocating dice to move up the mountain. And
you have tiny
points.
Goat
there
meeples.
are tiny goats, so there are animals in the game.
Animals, push your luck.
Yeah.
I like it. My
1 minute to teach, it says.
My gut feeling is 8.
Yeah, all right. That's a good rating. Let's see how much we enjoyed it. I do like.
You're hesitant, like
No. I just meant. I mean, we're not gonna love all these games, but I acquired most of these games one way or the other because I imagined that I would enjoy them. This is another review copy from All Play. I have 5 ones from All Play. They're all review copies. This is called Couture, so it's a fashion theme, and it's a set collection type of thing. and this has like an interesting way to set collect.
I love the theme. I've never seen a theme like this.
Yeah.
And it's very cool.
Then you have more waiting.
And I do...
There's more to come.
Oh!
Not right away, but there's more to come.
Okay. Well, and set collection, I do enjoy it. It can sometimes be a bit repetitive, I think, with set collections, but I do enjoy it at the right occasion. 7?
Yeah, fair enough. I'm very much looking forward to that one. But I'm even more looking forward to this one. This is Ghosts of Christmas. And this is a trick-taking game.
Oh.
Yeah. So Kathrine doesn't like trick-taking games. Well, she does like a few, but she has this imagination that she doesn't like trick-taking games. Anyways, this is a trick-taking game where the twist is that you can play tricks into the past, present, and future.
That is a fun twist.
That is a very fun twist. It would be complicated to explain it further than that, but just that's the twist to this game. And I'm very much looking forward to this one. This was on a lot of people's like top 10 list from that year. I think it's like 2 years old. I think I'm gonna love this one, to be frank.
Okay, well, to be frank,
Staggering
isn't my thing. I do love the theme. Christmas Carol is a favorite of mine. I think the twist is fun.
Yeah.
I am gonna regret this, but I'm gonna give it an 8.
Oh, you didn't Scrooge it over. All right, let's see whether the good fortunes can continue, because this is another trick-taking game.
And with cats.
And it's called 9 Lives.
Oh.
Very fittingly. And it's a bidding game. So you're bidding on how many tricks you will take. The cards you have colors on them that other people can see. So the other people can see what colors your cards are. And the way you bid is like, if I bid, I can bid like 1, I can bid 2, I can bid 1 and 2, I can hedge my bet sort of. But in either case, how I bid blocks you from maybe bidding. So I maybe take certain spots. So there's a few little unique twists here. Again, this is one that's gotten good reviews. I'm very much looking forward to this one.
Right. So that sounds kind of cutthroat when you're blocking each other, and I do not enjoy trick taking. But it has cats,
but
so I'm gonna go with a 1.
So you're gonna go with the 1. So the cats raise it from a 0 or what?
From minus 10,000 to a 1. So cats do a lot. Cats do a lot.
Wow, that's a big difference. Fair enough. All right, this next one, this is the last one from All Play. This is called Big Top. This is an auction game, like a bidding style game, which we very much like in our core gaming group. We play a lot of those games. This is also a Japanese design. And with a circus theme, and it's basically set collection. And the way you bid is how you also fulfill your cards. So if you want to like get points for a card, if it has 7 on it, you need to bid 7 at some point in order to like place a coin on that card and eventually score it. So that there's like the set collection is intertwined with the bidding itself, which sounds like a very fun twist.
I give this a 3.
Yeah. What do you think about the theme? Is that a plus or a minus for you?
He's crazy scary.
Yeah.
I do not enjoy the circus much.
Yeah.
And I do know that we play a lot of bidding games, but that is not my choice.
Yeah, it's probably the other ones in the game group that really enjoy those. Fair enough. All right, so moving away from review copies back to copies that I just bought myself. This is Draft and Write Records from Inside Up Games. This is a roll and write, which we typically enjoy. We play.
I would say I have a love-hate relationship with roll and write.
You quite like Welcome to.
But I really hate, I have even King Domino Duel.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, but that's
I have a love-hate relationship.
No, you come on. And Trek 12.
Now I only hate it.
Welcome to Trek 12 on tour. The
Railroad Inc.
The one
London
with
Underground.
with the bridges, which I can't recall the name of. Like the simple Japanese puzzle style game where you have lines and you have to connect all that. It's very rare that I roll and write bombs for you.
Okay.
But in any case, this is a roll and write.
My first experience was a hate, and then I am slowly building up to love them.
Fair enough.
Okay, you tell more. Tell me more.
This is a roll and write mixed with drafting, which you do love.
I do love drafting.
So you're drafting cars, you're drafting like musicians, crew members and stuff, and trying to manage the schedule and do all of that sort of stuff.
Oh, so the theme is kind of musicy?
It's very musicy. It's very musicy.
I'm going to say something controversial. I don't care much for music. I like board games. I do love drafting. I will say I give this a 4.
All right. Wow. So the the mechanics themselves can't raise a time there. That's tough.
That is tough.
That is very tough.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we have a big box here. This is Path of Civilization: A Story of Humankind by Captain Games. This is like thematically very similar to Seven Wonders. But it's not a drafting game, but it's like, I'm not sure, but it's like a tableau kind of building game, like you're using cards, and just face the biggest challenges of humanity, build great wonders, recruit powerful leaders, and all the stuff you would expect from a civilization game. Like moving up some tracks.
Kind of like Imperium Classic, kind of?
No, but it's not deck building. No, and it's not, and I don't think it's that complex at all. And it says 20 minutes per play also, so I think that's
good. Such a big box.
So I've got so it's not like from this you would expect a long heavy game.
Yeah.
This is it's not a light game, but it's a relatively simple game that can be played in a short amount of time, which is unusual for a civilization game.
I do not enjoy it when there's a mismatch between components and gameplay. Well, if there's a lot of components, I expect complexity, and it's a turn off with the theme. I'm gonna give this a -5.
-5, all right. Tom Vattel from the Dice Tower has already played this. This was his #1 most anticipated game, and he played it at the fair, and he loves it. So I have high expectations for that one. Moving on to another huge box. This is 12 Rivers. This is one that I tried to get last year. Yeah,
I remember you talking about this one.
I really want to get this one, but it sold out quickly, and I tried to get the pre-orders that wasn't picked up, and I didn't get it.
I remember this one.
But this is, and let's maybe show the viewers the back here.
Yeah, we did play it, didn't we?
No, we saw it.
Okay.
They explained it to us and showed like this setup here. So like this is the showpiece of the game. So marbles roll down these 12 rivers, and you're putting like dams or some walls to catch the marbles, and you want to get these marbles because you want to fulfill like set collection type stuff, and just get points that way. So I think it's a very simple game, but it's just like component wise, it's just amazing.
It's a 10.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited about that one. So I pre-ordered to make sure that I got it this year.
HUND?
This is HUND, which
HUND?
Which
It's German.
Yeah, it's German. It's German. but it's because in Danish it's spelled the same way. This is dog, by the way. This is dog, but in German and Danish it's HUND. It's spelled this way.
You would say it in Danish or German. HUND?
HUND or HUND. This is and she's very excited now, and watch it all fall and crumble when I mentioned that it's a trick-taking game. And I don't actually know.
Why do you do this?
And I don't know much more about it, so I can't really sell it to you. But it's the reprint of a former game called Ebbes, so I think that's also a German word. But this is a trick-taking game. There were very few copies. I pre-ordered it. A lot of people want to get this one, so I'm happy that I saw you could pre-order it. Don't know much about it. I know Sia from the Dice Tower really likes it, and I'm excited to play it. It has a dog theme.
I was so excited, and then it's just trick-taking. I feel like...
But you like several trick-takers. Several of them.
No.
No.
5. We have to go half and half.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. This is a roll and write. This is Newsboys. This is from also Sashi.
I'm gonna go back. This is a 3.
This is a 3. All right.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I'm not excited.
It's important to fix these things. These ratings matter.
This is just a conversation between you and I. You said that, and then I can go back and change it.
Yeah, you can. All right, this is
Newsboys.
This is Newsboys. This is a roll and write from Sashi and Sashi, so it's a Japanese game. The same ones that did Come Sail Away. And this is, and in this one you have a paper route or something like, and you're in Brooklyn, New York, and you're just trying to optimize your paper route. I don't know much more about it than that.
Okay.
I've seen that it's getting pretty good reviews so far, but that's all I know about it.
Again, the artwork isn't really my style, but on the back it looks like the kind of roll on write that I do enjoy.
Yeah, like with routes and like there's some. I think there's something satisfying about optimizing your route.
You just seem so negative in your face, like well, like
no. I was intensely positive.
7.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I have to reach over here now. So this next one is also out of Asia. This is from Taiwan. This is called Pili, the New Challengers. I know it's not very legible here. That's one of my complaints about the game. The box cover, I think, is a bit busy.
Yeah. I was thinking the exact same thing when I just saw it.
It's quite busy. This was the surprise of the convention for me. That's where I want to start. This was the surprise of the convention for me. I had heard this recommended by Cardboard East, and he said this was one of the top 3 games that you needed to check out at the convention. So I guess in that way it shouldn't necessarily be a big surprise for me, but just reading about it, it seemed busy and messy. It didn't seem streamlined. It just didn't catch my attention. But I sat down and played it with a couple of Belgians and one of the demos from Taiwan, and I just fell in love with the game. And the Belgians also bought a copy. This is a game. First off, the theme, you're not gonna get excited about this, but it's based on a Taiwanese action puppet show. But it's this weird theme, and the game it has 2 parts. So first you're playing a tableau building game. You're recruiting allies, you're defeating foes, you're mastering your chi. You're building up and getting points, right? And getting equipment, weapons. Yeah. And then you count up the points, and the game could just end there. And actually, there's a mode, I think, that says you could just end the game there. But then comes the twist. Then part 2 begins, because you need to play this 4 players. The first place and 4th place finisher teams up versus the 2nd and 3rd place. You find a new board, because now the game turns into a skirmish battle. No, and I'm not excited about skirmish battles either. But first of all, the skirmish parts only takes like 15 minutes.
I don't know what skirmish means.
Skirmish means like fighting on a grid, like fighting and battling it out. Yeah, and so you have this skirmish map. All of a sudden, some of the cards you got in the first round, you flip over, and they give you abilities to use in this second round. You have this player board, this player screen, and you're doing your movements behind it because it's secret movements. So you're trying to guess. You're trying to deduce where the others may go. So, and I love that in games, like trying to guess what other people might do. And
I love your passion.
I mean, this was my favorite play of the convention.
I was just so turned off when you began talking about this, but then your passion was just rising. I was like, okay, and I like a bit of chaos. I will say. Not that kind of chaos, but chaos in the gameplay. Yeah. I feel like I'm at 9 now. I'm excited.
Nice. And I know the artwork looks very busy.
Count me in.
But on the cards, it has a lot of cards, and all the cards are unique and hand drawn. It's very beautiful, just very Asian style, beautiful artwork. So it's very pure in a way. I love it a lot.
Let's move on now.
No. I have to say, when we teach this to people, I'm not going to tell them there's a part 2. We're just going to play it like there's only the part 1.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can, because it's not necessarily going to change your choices.
Not necessarily. Yeah. Okay, let's see about that. Well, if they've seen this video, then they will know.
Okay,
right. Next game. Come on.
Taiwan Night Market. Taiwan Night Market is, as you might imagine, game set in a Taiwan night market.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? Insane
No
twist.
way.
And it's an auction kind of game. So like you're bidding for the stalls in the market. You're bidding for like the best locations to grab the right customers and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bidding. The artwork looks cute. 6.
Fair enough. All right. Moving on to a review copy. This is called 5 Peaks. And I went up to the publisher because the theme and the cover immediately attracted me.
Is that because there is a white bearded dude with brown hair on the front?
Yeah, I guess I just saw something. Just recognized that handsome dude, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, no, the theme, like it's not that I'm not at all a hiker, but thematically I like the idea of hiking around, visiting places, and getting points by doing that type of stuff. So I have no idea if it's good, but I asked if I could review this because it looks really good. I'm very interested to try this one. So I'm personally very excited about this one. I had my fingers crossed.
It looks pretty and it looks promising on the back. 6.5.
Yeah.
I know it seems low when I'm excited, but I just feel like it's 6.5.
Yeah, that's right. All right, this next one is called Amalfi Renaissance. This is a reprint of the former edition, just called Amalfi. This is like a streamlined game with some additions. This is like a Euro type game, a worker placement game, but the twist here is that the workers also work as your resources. So there's like a little twist there. It's got a seal of excellence from the Dice Tower, and I like the artwork personally. I think it's probably not your taste, but I think I don't know, it looks classy in a way.
I'm not really into the Renaissance theme, but for some reason, each time we play a game from the Renaissance or the medievals, I just enjoy them.
Yeah.
But the theme and the artwork is not really speaking to me, and the name does nothing. 2?
Yeah. That's better than 1.
It's better than
enough.
1.
I only just now realized, I'm sorry if we've been doing this all the way, but sometimes you're covering your face with these big boxes.
Yeah, I do know.
Yeah, okay. That's, oh well.
I think they can do without looking at my face all the time.
The good thing is we're now moving on to smaller box games, so we won't have this problem going forward.
I will decide that.
This next one is called Lucky First Incense.
Oh, there's a dog.
There is a dog in the game. There's a dog character in the game. So this is the Lucky First Incense. This is from Taiwan Board Game Design, same as a Taiwan Night Market. This is the theme is in Taiwanese culture. There's a thing about being the first one to light an incense in these temples that are around the country, and that brings a lot of luck. So this is like the theme is people rushing to be that first one to light the incense, including the dog. So you're like playing character cards.
The dog is running to the first one.
And so it's like this sort of tournament style thing where you're trying to figure out which cards to play at the right time to move up like this tournament tree thing to be the one to reach the top sort of thing. I don't know.
Okay, it sounds chaotic.
Yeah.
I'm in. 8.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm very excited about this one.
Of course, it's fair enough. It's my rating.
Apparently, this was played a lot at the like a Taiwanese board game fair or something. So it was quite popular there. This next one is called Dracula versus Van Helsing. This is, I'm not sure if it's quite a trick-taking game. I think it's maybe a trick-taking game. I don't know too much about this one. It's from a Korean publisher. It was quite popular. It sold out at the fair.
Okay, I don't like the artwork. I don't like the theme, and I do not like trick-taking. This is a solid 0 for me.
Fair enough. That's.
Of course, it's fair enough. It's my rating.
That's just my thing. I'm Mr. Fair Enough. Okay, I'm not. That's cute, honey.
Yes.
That is. Would you say it's fair enough?
No.
No. Okay, moving on. This next one is not a game. It's an expansion for Hanamikoji.
Ooh.
So
Give me.
Yeah. So in Hanamikoji is an I split you choose game. It's one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. At least it was as of my most recent list. And in the game, you're using these tiles to determine how to split the cards. But in the main game, there's only one set of that. This one adds, I think, 7 different sets of it. And they had sold out of the regular version, so I had to buy the deluxe version. So now we have beautiful tiles. I guess deluxe fine tiles.
I do enjoy Hanamikoji.
Yeah.
8?
Yeah. Well, it's just an expansion, but yeah. This is one of the ones that I was very excited to get.
It's them again.
This is
It's them again. The ones with the funny.
Yeah, exactly. Sashi and Sashi. This is a 2-player game called Wind to Film, and this is the original Japanese version because there is a Western version, you could say, but they brought like 20 or 30 copies of this version to the fair. So that's another reason that I ran to their booth. First to get this version of this game. This is a very renowned 2-player game. Just, I don't know the details, but it's like just a card playing game, sort of. Not a trick-taking game.
Okay.
But, not a trick-taking game.
We do not have a good track record with the film games.
Oh yeah, it's a film theme. Yeah, you didn't like roll camera that much.
I hated it.
I think it's something about sequential playing or something. Yeah, that's fair enough. Sorry.
You can't help yourself.
Yeah, I cannot help myself. It's a disease. It's a human flaw I have. All right, this is from the same booth, but this is from Itten. They shared a booth with Sashi and Sashi. This is from Rainer Knizia. This is a dexterity game about balancing a Viking ship. And as such, it's called Viking See-Saw. This one I tried at the fair with my friend. My friend kept asking to play it, and while I wasn't as excited as him, because I think it was a 10 out of 10, I was excited enough to also buy a version for myself. We both did. And I've already played it with my family, and everyone I played with thus far really likes the game. It's a simple little game.
Well, 7.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm sorry, honey.
I'm gonna say it later.
All right, another game out of Japan. That was also out of Japan. This is called Wizard's Cup. This is essentially challengers, so like war. But this is challengers simplified, and for 2 players only. I mean, it's not exactly challengers, but it's the idea of we each have our the same cards to choose from. So we could technically go into a match with the same cards, though it's very unlikely because you randomize one of the cards. Already played this with my family. They liked it even more than I did, but I think it's a quite good game.
Okay.
Yeah. And it has a wizard theme.
I do not enjoy the artwork too much. I do like wizard theme.
And it's the same designer that did Love Letter. So he's like he does these micro games.
Okay.
So there's a lot of game in a little package, so to say.
I'm gonna go 5.
Yeah. See, I didn't say the thing.
No, you didn't say the thing. That's fair enough.
Moving on to another 2-player game, but this is a trick-taking game, and this isn't one that I technically bought at the fair. This one I bought from a person also coming to the fair.
Okay.
But this is from Japan, and it's hard to find. But it has a food theme.
It's a food theme.
Yeah.
Well, I did get excited because I think it looks cute as. But it's trick-taking.
You're going to end up loving all these games.
I'm going to end up regretting that I said I want to play all these games with you. 4, because I do enjoy the theme.
Yeah. Let's stay along those lines with another trick-taking game that I didn't technically buy.
That looks cool.
Yeah, so it's like a book.
And it's a book.
Yeah. So again, this is trick-taking game. I didn't technically buy it at the fair. I bought it for someone who was also coming to the fair. And I bought it a bit of... Stuff is falling out of the book. So this is called American Bookshop. And the twist in this game is you're playing tricks, but a trick, normally in a trick-taking game, everyone plays a card and then you see who the winner is. But in this, you're about to yawn. Oh my God. Actually, scientifically, it's shown that when you yawn, it's because you're excited. So
I do love books.
It's a common misconception that it's because you're not excited. It's
but I'm also tired.
Fair enough.
I am both excited and tired.
So, in this game, the twist is that as soon as you hit a certain threshold, like when you sum up the numbers, the trick ends right there. So not necessarily everyone gets to play a card.
Plays the card that gives the amount of 13 or something.
Yeah, I think it's 14 to 17. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So close.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's by Taiki Shinzawa, who's like he's doing all these amazing trick-taking games. He's like the Reiner Knizia of trick-taking games, basically.
7.
Wow. See, you've been converted. And let's see if we can keep the streak going. We have another trick-taking game.
I don't want to hear about it.
We have another trick-taking game. This one I did buy regularly at the fair, but I didn't expect to be able to buy it. I didn't know it would be there, but it was there. And in this one, the twist is that you can't see your own cards. You can only see the colors, and then other players arrange your cards so that they are in the order, numerical order that they should be. So you have some information that you can deduce from.
Again,
the same designer as the one before. So he just does all these brilliant little twists on games. And a very cute artwork.
Very cute. And it's also pretty on the background with very vibrant colors.
Yeah. She's slowly being converted.
I am kind of excited for this.
We are in a trick-taking renaissance right now. A lot of people say.
Well, okay. 6.5.
All right. I feel like you just went down because you're like, you can't keep going up.
Well, when you tell me I would like something, I'm going to go contra on that.
All right. This one is a Simulo.
Do you know Simulo?
Yeah. We picked up a similar version last year. This is Simulo, but where all the cards are pictures of games released at this year's convention.
I really do enjoy Simulo.
Yeah. So this is just like, we played this before.
It's a 10 because I know it's a good time.
Yeah.
Woo!
And watch out, that's a limited edition. All right, this next one is called Road to Lord, and this is also a Japanese trick-taking game. I want to tell you a story behind this, which is not every year, but a lot of years, a Japan brand comes to the fair, comes to Essen, and they bring along like independent designers, and then they can bring their games to showcase at the fair. Mm-hmm. So like this is a guy that just made 100 of these copies, packed them in his own luggage, and brought them to the fair and just showed them to people and sold it.
Okay,
so I just
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
I support you, dude.
And the twist here is that you can play more cards to make a higher number. But then you also run out of cards faster, which maybe isn't a good thing or something. I'm not like I don't know the rules exactly, but that's sort of the twist.
I kind of like they all have twists. Yeah. But the theme is not speaking to me.
Yeah. I don't know what like a medieval castle theme. I don't know.
2.5.
All right. Yeah. This one is called Nana Toridori. See, I can read Japanese. Are you not impressed? It's called Nana Toridori. This is, if you know the original one, this is like the reprint or remake of Hachi Train. This is what's called a card shedding game, or I think it's also maybe called a ladder climbing game. I haven't played a lot of those games myself, but the purpose of this game is to get rid of your cards.
Yeah.
And you're doing that by playing sets of cards. Yeah. Essentially, that's the gist of it. And it has this cute animal theme again. It's
very pretty. I like animals. Hmm? I like that this little thing. It's just, and there's penguins in suits.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this one.
Already played this one with my family. Unfortunately, we had a spill accident. Yeah, no, it broke my heart because I can't. get this in Denmark. But the cards mostly survived. It's not fatal. But the good news is I like the game.
Okay.
I guess maybe that's bad news. If I didn't like it, then it was like whatever.
Whatever.
All right. This next one is called Snake. This is a roll and write. This is essentially the roll and write version of Snake, the mobile game, like you had on Nokia. And what it adds to the game, or what it makes different, is that first it makes it like a competitive game, so you're playing against other people, and then it adds special powers. So like when you grow your snake long enough, then at certain intervals you can grab a card, like a power that changes how you can play the game and gives you certain abilities. I played this at the fair and bought it because I really liked it.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
7.5.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right. We can just jump over this one quickly. This is a mini expansion. This is the Great Dreamer. This is Cthulhu, basically. This is another character for Keep the Heroes Out.
Oh!
Which Kathrine ranked as her number 1 game of 2022, and I ranked it as my second favorite game.
Okay, well then 10.
And this I got for free from Louis Brew, the designer and the publisher, who also, to be clear, provided us with a review copy of the original game. So keep that in mind as we say this, but we really, really like the game.
It's so cute.
Yeah, no, I'm very much looking forward to playing with that. All right, this is a 2-player game called General Orders World War II. And this is, so you're not going to like the theme here, but this is like a head-to-head battle with the World War II theme.
No.
And I think it has like worker placement. Like you have cards and it's a worker placement type system and a sort of tug of war-ish. And that's basically what I know about it.
Okay, -10.
And I guess your rating probably doesn't. I don't know. It's from the same publisher that did Imperium Classics and Imperium Legends.
-10.
Yeah. Well, you didn't actually dislike that game, but it was a bit heavy.
And I hate the box.
Yeah, fair
It
enough.
can't live in here.
No, I actually don't like the box either. That's a weird box size. All right, this one is called Energy Apex, and I mean, what is the theme? I don't know. And this is a horrible box cover. I hope they're gonna redo it. I don't know too much about the game, except this was one of the games that Cardboard East, the guy I mentioned, who focuses on Asian board games. This is one of the games that he really, really recommended. He says this is a really, really good game, and it has like you can see here on the back, it says 1 action. So it's like a lot of games, like you do 1 action on your turn. So it's like a very snappy game, a quick pace, snappy game, and essentially something about like playing out cards, drafting cards, and using them at the right time. And you can also sort of maybe try to make alliances with other people, but you can break them. And I don't know, yeah.
5.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I can't explain it better than that, but I'm actually quite excited about that one. This one I'm also very excited about. This was one I pre-ordered, and this sold out in a jiffy. This was very popular. This is Rebel Princess from I'm afraid to say it, from I think a Spanish publisher, maybe a Chilean publisher. It's at least in Spanish language, I'm pretty sure. It's from Zombie Paella. So this is I believe, a trick-taking game. But the theme is you are fairy tale princesses trying to reject marriage proposals. And it's sort of I think similar to Hearts in that you're trying to dodge certain cards.
Okay.
And we like Hearts.
Yes.
Yeah, we played it with your family.
Yes.
So like the theme just immediately won me over, and I think so it did for everyone else. So that's why it sold out immediately.
Okay. The name really draws it up for me.
Yeah.
I'm a 6 on this one.
Yeah. All right. So this next one is a 2-player game. This is a Sky Team, and this is like the theme is you're trying to land the plane. And you have to coordinate all this stuff.
Oy.
And so I have certain things that I have to coordinate, and you have certain things that you have to coordinate, and we're trying to work together. I think maybe simultaneously. I'm not sure. You can play this on Board Game Arena, by the way, so you can try it out there, see if it's something for you. This was one of the ones that had owned like 100 copies per day, and it sold out very quickly. Like people stood in line for this first thing.
It's sticky.
Yeah, this didn't come in a plastic shrink, so it had just stickers on the sides.
Okay, fair enough. I do like that they reduce plastic.
Yeah, reduce waste.
Yes.
Plastic waste. Which I guess, considering the theme, is a bit ironic.
It is. It is.
This so thematically, this doesn't hit the sweet spot for me at all. I was disinterested in this for so long, but people kept talking about it. It was also a huge hit, or what you would say, at Gen Con, the American convention, and it's gotten very good reviews. So I just had to, and then when I hear there's only limited copies, I'm like, then I have FOMO, then I need to get it. But supposedly it's really, really good.
4.
All that build up for a 4. All right.
I have nothing more to say.
This next one you can also play on Board Game Arena, and we have. This is Forest Shuffle.
Oh, yes.
So a forest theme. It's dented in the back. I'm very sad about that. Anyways, this we already played this on Board Game Arena. Spoiler alert, I like it.
Me
it's
too.
like a tableau kind of building game. Like you're planting forests or trees rather, and then gathering animals around the trees to score points.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah.
I did have a good time with this,
Yeah.
but I know the game and I'm not hyper excited, so I'm gonna give this a 7. I'm excited to play it again, but I'm not over the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess it's also weird to rate that one because you have that's actually the one you have played. All right, this next one is called Ito, and this is also from Japan, and I've been waiting for this to hit Europe. This is a mix between the mind and wavelength.
Yeah,
So it's a cooperative party game, and like in the mind, you have to lay out cards in order. But the way you're hinting, so you're not just waiting and counting seconds in your head to lay down cards. You're from a category. You're giving your cards names that fit that category in terms of where you think they are, on the spectrum.
Ha!
Just a very fun twist. I think this is going to be a huge hit with my students.
10.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited about that.
Me too.
All right, let's move on to this one. This is Nuts A Go-Go. This one I also played at the fair with my friend and bought it. This is a dexterity type game, I guess as well, a party. It looks very childish, and you could play it with children. I think actually children would do well at this, because it's essentially a game about you have this small cup, so maybe you can show the backside. You have this small little cute cup, and you're putting in pieces in the cup, filling it up, and then when everyone's done with that, you pull out, let's say it's your turn, you pull out a piece from your cup, and they come in different sizes, but the shape of it, I have to match that piece. So I have to pull that out from my cup as well. So if I only have one piece and it's at the bottom, I have no pieces, then I'm out. And you can dig into a cup, but everything that spills out is lost.
Ha!
This was quite a fun game. We had to play it a few. There's a lot of rules apparently, so that's one of my downsides. There's many different ways to play it, so we had to settle on the right rules before it was what we want. Yeah, but again, this one I'm looking forward to play with my students.
Yeah, me too. Not with your students, but I'm looking 7.5.
Yeah, I mean we can play this in 5 minutes after this. All right, this next one is called Where Am I? Alice in a Mad Tea Party. So this is the Alice in Wonderland theme.
Yes.
And what you see here is the actual components.
Ooh.
So this game has actual porcelain components. You make this small little table, these small little chairs, and you put the porcelain pieces on it. I think it's open. It's like a book from one of the sides.
Nope, it doesn't.
Oh, is it? Oh, you have to. Oh, it's mysterious. Oh no, it's just tight. It's stuck.
It's a very tight box.
This is a review copy. This is a review copy. I've been interested in this for a long time, ever since I first heard about it, just based on the components alone. Played this at the fair, and I quite like it. It's fragile in some ways, but has a lot of potential. And I actually think it's very light, but at the same time, the decisions you have in this game in this game are actually quite meaningful. Every little decision. It's a bit of a social deduction game mixed with getting points and guessing and stuff.
It's not like anything I've ever seen, and I like the theme.
Yeah.
I am 9 excited about this one.
Moving on to another game out of Korea or Japan. I'm actually unsure because this Japanese rules are included. In any case, it's an Asian game about the sun, the moon, and the earth. Where is the center of the universe? And I think this actually I brought along with this one, so we just take these two together. They're both astronomy themed, and one of them is a game about, I think, getting rid of your cards, and the other one is a trick-taking game. And I think they are both for 2 players exactly.
Okay.
And I actually played one of the designer's prototypes at the convention, so I played with the designer.
Which one is this one?
So that one, I believe, is the trick-taking game.
Okay. 4, 6.
Yeah. I don't know too much about these, but he brought limited copies, and I made sure to pre-order. This one...
You took the bait.
I took the bait. No, but I heard good things about the one of them, at least. This one is called Aurum. This is a trick-taking game, and the twist is... Don't stop reacting like that. Stop reacting like that. You could not like this game.
But this is like the 20th.
No, I brought a lot.
Game.
But the good thing about that is that they're... Oh, where was it?
I want it.
No, I was like... but the good thing is less space. They take up less space, and they're less expensive. Anyways, this one, the theme is an alchemy theme. And so you're playing like metals, like the cards are metals. But then there's a suit that is gold, which is the trump suit, and whoever loses a trick can turn their number into the same number in the trump suit. So you're like converting, like alchemy, converting your metal to gold.
2.
Yeah, fair enough. All right.
Of course it's fair enough.
This is a game from Andy Hopwood. This is called Meanleaf. I think that's a Dutch word, and I don't know the meaning of it. This is an abstract game. If I recall correctly, the game works in whenever I place a piece, that sets some limitations for how you can act on your turn.
Okay.
So you're constantly limiting and restricting the other person. And I've played a similar game before, and this one was recommended to me, so I figured I had to buy it.
Okay, I'm not much into any of that, but I like the box.
The string bag. Yeah.
2?
Yeah. No, I didn't figure that would be one of your favorites. You're not usually that much into abstracts. I'm not sure you...
Or cutthroatness.
Yeah. This is another trick-taking game. I think it might... No, it's not the last one. This is another trick-taking game. This is one of the most hyped games of the fair, and this definitely sold out. This is Jekyll and Hyde versus Scotland Yard. It's the follow-up to Jekyll and Hyde, which I haven't played, and you haven't played, but we can play it on Board Game Arena. That was a 2-player trick-taking game. This is also a 2-player trick-taking game, but it's cooperative. So you're playing versus the game. So like the crew, but it's meant for 2 players. So you're playing through missions. And I really, really, really want to play this one. So I'm hoping it's more than a 4 at least.
-5.
No. I really want to play this
Nothing
one. I'm not going to play this
said,
with you.
Nothing that you said makes me want to play it. Moving on.
Say something to her, please. All right, so This is a game also, and that one is from Korea. This one is also...
South Korea?
South Korea, and the same designer, by the way, that did the 2 astronomy-themed ones. Same designer. This is called Shadow House Masquerade, this one. And this is I think a social deduction kind of games, like the different characters that do different stuff and you're just trying to win. I don't know too much about it, but I can see that it sold more than 300,000 copies in Asia. So it's a big hit in Asia. And this is like the redone version. So I think a few new characters, maybe rebalancing of powers and such. I don't know. It's a fun party game, the front says.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in 8.
Yeah. Again, that's one I'm going to pull out with my students ASAP. This one is called R-Eco Plus. This combines 2 previous games called R-Eco, and I think the other one's called R-Eco Plus or something. But it's a recycling theme, and it's a card game. It's not a trick-taking game, it's just a card game, like a hand management game of some sort. Don't know much more about it than that, other than Sika Sia really likes this one.
Love the theme. That is so random.
Yeah. And also this also out of Japan. I bought a lot of games from Asia, as you can see. And I do that, by the way, because those are games that are hard to find after the fair. Like, they're hard to find in Europe. So I make sure to buy them when I can.
I have no idea. 5.
Yeah. All right. These next ones...
Don't do them at the same... Okay, they're the same game.
They're the same game. So this is Mindbug, and these are the 2 expansions that have just been released. I'm not sure if these were the first copies actually in the world, the ones that appeared at Essen, maybe. These are review copies. One of the designers is Danish. I've actually sold him a couple of games before. And our friend who lives over on the other side of the street has been taught by him in the past. Yeah, I believe. And Richard Garfield also co-designed this, the guy who did Magic the Gathering and Bunny Kingdom and stuff like that. So this is 2-player dueling card game.
And Carnival of Monsters.
Which is one of our favorites. So that sort of similar theme here. This like hybrid animals, so like animals mixed together.
I do know what.
But it's a dueling card game, and I've already played Mindbug before, and I really, 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 really like it. It was in my top 10 from that year. I think in my top 5. So I just know I'm gonna love this one and the expansions.
8.
Oh wow! So you actually want to play this with me? She hasn't played Mindbug before.
I do.
All right. I'm actually very happy to hear that. I really want to play it. This is a small little wallet game. It's called...
I was just about to say it looks like a wallet.
Yeah. That's a new thing in board games, or it's not a new thing, but it's a thing in board games. This is called Western Legends Showdown. It's a 2-player game, and it's like the typical thing where you're laying out cards in the middle, and you're fighting over them, and then you're playing cards with special abilities, something like that. And they had like this poker kind of aesthetic, poker card kind of aesthetic to them. Yeah, I don't know more than that.
5. 4. 3. No.
This next one, and let's do these together, because this one is called Vegetable Stock, and this one is called Board Game Collectors. This is from Taiwan. I played this one already with my family, and I really like it. It's like a... and this is just a board game version, essentially, of this one. And this is a limited edition. They bought like 20 copies of this to the fair or something. It's a game, it's a little card game where you're like investing in vegetables, sort of. You're basically just grabbing vegetable cards. And whilst you're doing that, the cards that's left behind every drafting round impacts the value of all the vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a simple little twist, but just a lot of fun. Played it with my family, and we all quite liked it, and I like it a lot. Simple game with some meat to it. Because it's vegetables. Yeah.
6.5.
All right. We're gonna do these next 3 together because they're all from Plate or Plate.
Can't stop.
Yeah.
I played this one.
You have played that one, so I guess you don't need to give that a ranking. But this is like, so I sold off my original copy of this because I want to get this Korean version. This is from Korean publisher. They often redo games, so these are all games that were originally released by other publishers. Also, like way in the past. These are older games, but this is Can't Stop, a push your luck game, and like it utilizes this box as the map, this mountain here, and I just like the aesthetic here. Like I think the original Can't Stop looks quite ugly, and it's a big box for like a small feeling game.
Yeah.
So I think this fits more.
I'm actually looking quite forward to playing this real life.
Yeah, and this one is the last. I believe I'm pretty sure this is the last trick-taking game. This is Potato Man, and it's sort of already becoming like a classic within trick-taking. This is a game where you can't follow suit. So if you leave, you can't follow suit. So if we're 4 players and you play yellow and I play green, then I have to play another color. So I play green, and then
I get it. Yeah.
You get it.
Thank you.
And that's like the main twist to it. A lot of other games have then added further twists to this, but this is like a simple twist that I really enjoy. I've already played this. Another copy, not this copy, but this looks very gorgeous, so I wanted to buy it.
4.
Yeah, okay. And this is Venice Connection, an old game from 1998 or something. And this is a game that we have a very special connection to. Kathrine doesn't know what I'm talking about yet.
No.
So my favorite TV show of all time is a Korean game show called The Genius. And if you don't, many people maybe don't know The Genius, but there's a new show on Netflix called The Devil's Plan, which is very similar to The Genius. And they basically just play board games. That's what they do. And this is based on a game that appeared in The Genius. This is Monorail.
Oh!
Or rather, Monorail in the show The Genius is based on this game, Venice Connection. And it's just a tile-laying game. And it's a game of putting out tiles. You're working on this like the same map. But there's only a limited amount of tiles. And at any point, when I put out tiles, Kathrine can say, I no longer think you can finish this with the remaining tiles. And vice versa.
Okay.
It's a very simple little 2-player game with some crunch to it.
I am 10 excited about this one.
Nice. All right, let's just move quickly through these last ones. This one is called Pitch Fleet. I don't know too much about it because I didn't research it, because I got it for free when I bought some other games from the Taiwan board game design booth. I know it's so like, as you might surmise from the pitch part of the name, it's like a flicking game. So you're flicking pieces in space, something. A family game requiring your fine motor skills. That's what I know about it.
7.5.
So that's more than a lot of the games that I actually intended on going home with. This is called Animals Gathering. This is also from Taiwan, and this is a like a set collection game. Like you have these animal cards, and you're trying to fill up the cards with patterns, like these little gems or patterns. And so you roll dice, and you're just trying to fill out these little animal cards. So if maybe you show the other side of it.
It's hard to see when it's close to you. So.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's a simple little game of just trying to fill out the patterns. So you get your animal cards, so you get the power on it, you get the points for it, and you just try to collect animals until someone has, I think, 7 animals or something. So it's very, very gateway-ish game, but very beautiful looking.
And so quick. 7.
Yeah. All right, we're nearing the end. There's only 4 games left. This one is not a new release. It's a couple of years old. This is called Cheese Thief. And this is basically a werewolf social deduction type game where one of you is not the werewolf, but the cheese thief. And essentially the game is that you roll a dice, and let's say you're the cheese thief and you roll 3. Then and I roll 1. Then everyone who rolls 1, we say, everyone who rolls 1, open your eyes and look at the cheese. And then everyone who rolled 2, look at, like everyone who rolls 1, close your eyes. 2, open your eyes, close your eyes. Then 3, then it's your turn. You have to open your eyes and grab the cheese and hide it on your body somewhere. But if other people also roll 3, they see you doing this, but one of them becomes your accomplice. If it sounds complicated, it's not complicated. Essentially, you're just hiding cheese on your body, and it's a game of arguing. And maybe the fun part comes from a lot of time people have actually seen you take the cheese, and you have to deny it. Yeah,
I am horrible at denying it. This is a 10.
Yeah,
I'm looking so much forward to
and
this.
I actually had a student. And this isn't a like. There's a I know there's a YouTube video that I think got a lot of views. They did a playthrough of this, but it's not a very popular game. But one of my students actually asked if I would bring this home from Essen. Nice. So that's just a funny coincidence, I think. So I did. I'm happy to do that. Happy to have done that. This is another fashion-themed game. This is the Battle of Versailles. This is a head-to-head game, 2-player game, and essentially, and this is gonna maybe turn you off a bit, but it's essentially a bit of like a warlike game, but with a fashion theme. But the
fashion wars.
But the theme is very. So I don't know the complete history, but the theme is in like the 80s or something. There was a lot of debate about whether the French industry was better than the American industry. Ooh. So they actually had the Battle of Versailles. they each selected their top 3 or top 5 designers, and they fought.
They fought it out.
They fought it out, and this replicates that. And one of the funny things about this is also that one of the sides has 5 actions per turn, and the other one only has 3 actions, but the actions work differently. So there's sort of a weird asymmetry to it.
Okay. I'm a 9.5 excited about this one.
I'm very excited about that one as well. So moving on to another 2-player game. This is Match of the Century. So this is a chess-themed game, but you're not playing chess. You're just going back to, again, it's a very historical game, and this is from a different publisher than the last one, by the way, but you're going back in time to this very historical match, and then you're just playing cards that relate to that time. And it's a tug-of-war kind of game.
2.
Fair enough. And I couldn't end this video with any other game than this one. House of Cats. So, as I found out, apparently one of these things doesn't excite you as much as I thought it did. But I left this for last because of 3 things. 1,
cats.
It has cats. 2, it's the same publisher that did Revive and Santa Maria. Mm-hmm. And 3, it's a roll and write.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was also one they had very limited copies of, so I made sure to get it quite early. I think they had 100, 200 copies of it.
Okay. 8.
All right.
Because of the other games,
Yeah, there are some games that excite you more.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
And again, all these ratings from Kathrine, I just want to make sure I haven't forgotten any games. I don't think I have. All these ratings from Kathrine is just like your excitement level.
It's my excitement level.
They're not actually rankings or ratings or reviews of the game.
Nope.
I have played some of them. I think maybe 15, 20 of them or something. But I still have to play a lot of them. And this video is probably already long enough, so I'm not sure we should make it any longer.
Yeah. No, bye. Okay, follow, like, subscribe. That is follow, right?
Yeah. I guess.
Comment, like, subscribe.
All that good stuff.
Bye.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.